Hey guys, this is Formulka with a review of my beloved T49 American turreted tank destroyer. I think this is like the most fun tank in the game, hands down. There is nothing better. Even the Hellcat isn't as much fun as this little guy. So let's take a look at the stats first. So it has 368 points, which is a little more surprisingly than the Su-85. It is really light. It has a powerful engine. The top engine is really powerful. For this weight, this is like insanely powerful. The speed, the 61 kilometers per hour, this is no bullshit. All these other tanks, like 72, yeah, you can dream about this. But 61, you will reach this speed, and you will exceed this speed. Trust me, guys. The traverse speed is, well, it's not bad, but it's not all that great. It's decent. And now let's take a look at the armor. Oh, it doesn't have any armor. Everything in this game can penetrate this thing from every single angle. Maybe you can bounce a few hits from the machine guns, like from the Panzer 1C and so on, but don't count on it. He will still penetrate you and destroy you. So just imagine you are driving a gun naked, and that's how you should play the tank, much like the Hellcat, which has even worse armor. Well, at least on the hull. The upgraded turret is a little better. But this is all you get, and that's like nothing special. Also, even though it looks like an enclosed turret, this is just like sheet metal. This is no armor, so even if you have the upgraded turret, because the base one is open and much dumber looking, but this enclosed one doesn't count as enclosed, and if you are hit by artillery, yeah, you will get messed up and smashed up. So don't count on this armor. There is like no armor. There is this gun and paper. Now the turret is slow. I don't think it's as slow. No, it's a little bit faster than the Hellcat, but not by much. It's like the third slowest turret in the game, not the second one. So yeah, that's that. The view range is incredibly good, especially compared to the Su-85. It has 70 more meters, so you can spot for your own targets, and it's a good idea to pick up the binocs, because on the tier 5 you will have insane view range. Trust me, guys, 350 is great view range, so yeah, that's good. 750 signal range. I'm not sure. Yeah, it goes down even to M8A1. Why is this as big of a deal? He has only 525, and Su-100 has the same signal range, so you have 225 meters over the Russian competitors, and even more over the Stuk, which has like 400. You have almost double the signal range, so you are a great sniper, although the gun is somewhat lacking. Speaking of the gun, let's take a look at the Top Gun and let's compare it to the Su-85. So it is a 76 caliber, which is lower caliber. It shoots like really quickly, fast as hell. Double the speed of the gun on the Su-85, but the gun itself is not as good. It's less accurate, which is surprising because most of the Russian guns are like inaccurate with huge damage, but it has better aiming time. The penetration is much worse, and especially the damage is like really nothing special. You will be like tickling the enemy to death. But this looks bad on the paper. This means you are no sniper, even though you have the signal range for it. The signal range, at least I think, for these three tank destroyers, American tank destroyers, means they should almost work like scouts. With this signal range and this view range, they are like made for it. And of course their speed. All these three, tier 4, 5 and 6 tank destroyers with the turret are extremely quick, with great scouting options. But, well, it looks much worse, but it has a turret, so you can do the peekaboom, which the Su-85 really can't do. And the speed allows you to flank, and this tank destroyer is made for flanking, even much more so than the Hellcat, because this speed is not bullshit, and you will do like even 40 up the hill, because the engine has so much more power over the weight of this light tank destroyer. It's not really all that tiny, it's not much smaller than the Hellcat, it doesn't seem much smaller, but it's lighter, and you will feel the power of this engine. For the crew skills, I went for the camo and the sixth sense. There can be an argument about putting camo on commander as well, but you won't be standing still in this tank all that much anyway. I mean, if you are passive scouting, of course you will. But most of the time you will be on the move and shooting at the enemy with this quick gun. You will be revealed all the time, but still you are small and you can hide. So picking up camo on most of your crew is a good idea. The sixth sense is great on every single tank destroyer should have sixth sense. Maybe not as the first skill, but certainly as the second one on the commander. So what are the weak spots? Well, here's the weak spot. Maybe the Munlet can sometimes bounce one shot, 1 in a million, but really don't count on it. Anything that can hit you from any angle will hit if it hits, and you are rather small from the front, but still, if it hits, you are most likely dead. I mean, like KV-1S can one-shot you just fine. So yeah, don't count on the armor, as I said. And now let's take a few games. I think I will put up 1 or 2 because I have so much fun in this tank, and I had some fantastic games in it just recently. So let's take a look at some games. So this is a map Fjords. This is a standard battle, and we are in our trusty T49. We are not alone. There is one T49 on the other team, and we have also one pal in our own team. So the T49 is quick, and it needs to flank to be effective, as I said, because from the front you will have problems penetrating other tanks. The gun, as you have seen, is nothing really accurate, it's nothing really good damaging or penetrating, so you should be on the move all the time. I move up through the center. If you get up there first, you will basically stop the enemy advance, if there is not like an overwhelming amount of enemies. But on the top side of the map, near the A8, there is rarely like many guys. Not many, at least, especially at tier 5, even know that you can go from the base up and to the left, so you will generally just catch 2 or 3 guys up here. I'm here with the other T49 and a couple of Panzers. There doesn't seem to be anyone yet. Yeah, there is the other T49, the guy from the other team, and he got the same idea, and he did the right thing. He went up here, but there was too many of us for him to handle, so we killed him. And now it's arguably an error on my part in this battle, because I'm not really sure who is up there. They have a lot of tank destroyers, and one of them could be just up in some of the bushes and waiting for us, as we just destroyed his friend, to advance and kill us, and we already have taken a hit from the T49, so I'm waiting for a while, so I will speed it up. It's like a minute, maybe 2. I don't think it's even 2 minutes. The game is right now pretty even. We are losing, but it's still even. Well, I decided to move out. No one has come, and well, I basically was betting on my luck, which I don't have a lot of, but in T49 I sometimes have luck, and as you can see, The T49 was the only guy that went this way up. So yeah, even the guys that were with me backed off for some reason and went to battle the enemy from the front, which is not a very good idea with T49. And our first enemy, and we've torched him, and we've killed us a scumbag. And don't stop, move, 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 move. It's your armor. The movement, the speed is your armor. And now we should flank all these other guys. The S35CA. I'm not sure who shot us, because that maybe he doesn't have the top gun, but he should be able to kill us in one shot, even if we are in full health. Now for the AMX-40, they are totally oblivious to us, to our presence. So let's hit him once, and let's set him on fire, so we don't waste any more shells. Well, now, right now it turned into a rout, so we will just mop up. But the start and the mid part of the game was rather even. It was like 6-6, 5-6, and then they basically crumbled. And we get ourselves one Panzer, and that's the game, because that KV-1 will kill the Su-76. Right. So this was a rather quick game, just a few minutes, but the second one is better, even better than this one, and much longer, I think. It might have been even our presence that turned the game into a rout, because some of them might have seen us on the map as we are flanking the other guys, which we killed, but I'm not really sure. We have the most kills, well, the KV-1 as much as we, but I wouldn't take the credit for this game. The other one is much more interesting, so let's take a look. So here is where the real fun begins. I hope no one really likes routes like the last battle, where we did well, we surrounded the enemy and smashed them, but the real fun is in the even battles, where it's back and forth the whole game to the last 1 or 2 tanks. So, and this will be a battle like that. The map is Sand River, and it is an encounter, so it's about capping this flag or killing everyone else. We are moving out on our favorite spot, which is up here. But as you can see on the map, the enemy starts really close, so they can and they will cut us from this great way to flank them. So we are moving up. We are on the front because we are. Have you seen we are doing 60 on a dune going uphill. That's the power of the engine, or the combination of the engine and the weight of this tank. We are taking few pot shots at the Cromwell. The British tanks, as you can see, have very weak manlet on the weapon, so you can just shoot through the front of the tank around the weapon and penetrate them almost every time. The same as this Cromwell is the Churchills. You can, unlike basically all the other tanks, even this tiny little T49, which have nice manlets which improve the armor, the British tanks do not, and you can penetrate from the front. You can see as I'm itching to go up there, but I can't. That Su-100 can kill us in one shot, but we kill him instead. And now, as the road opens, there is a T-150 up there, and that's nothing good. That is a tier 6 heavy tank, which has a decent armor, and we can't really go toe to toe with him. He can kill us in like 2 shots, so we need support. And here comes the support. We'll let the Hellcat lead the charge. He can survive a little bit longer than us, but we'll be just behind him. And The T150 is right around this corner, waiting for us. And now you can see what the American tank destroyers are made of, or made for. The T150 has no chance. He circled him. That was a little bit of luck, because the T150 had at least one shot at him, but didn't hit. As you can see on the VK, that was 2 shots from the T150, and he is on 4 health. So that would kill not only me, but also the Hellcat if he got the shots into him. But the first one missed, and the Hellcat then was running around faster than he could turn the turret, so we killed him. And that's the way to fight heavy tanks, not standing in front of the gun. You have to flank them. You have to circle around, because they generally are much slower than you. There is an enemy Wolverine, which I am trying to shoot and fail, as I'm trying to shoot through the rocks. And there is a Panzer down in the city, fighting with our KV-1. That KV-1 has good armor, but not really the greatest weapon. So, first thing first, let's kill the Alecto. That was like, we hit him at the same time as the shell from the Hellcat, so we did like 20 damage, 24 damage. But we got the kill. And now to kill the Panzer. If you are shooting at basically, well, most of the tanks, if there is a thing like this part, which has no sloping at all, just aim at it. This tank, this part is sloped. The turret, it isn't as easy target as this. Basically shoot at this part, which is not moving almost at all. And the KV-1 has one as well, KV-1 has most of the tank, Tiger has this part as well. If you are shooting at it, you can even hit the machine gun port, but that's the way to shoot. Especially with a tank destroyer like this, which doesn't have all that much penetration. The sloping will really bounce a lot of your shots. As you can see, the K1S has the same kind of armor, so I'm trying to shoot at this part at the machine gun port. But as I'm aiming, he moves slightly back, so, and the shot goes wide, so I can't hit him right now. And I could kind of bully the Panzer in the city, because he was focusing on the KV-1, but I can't go up against the KV-1S. If he has the top gun, the 122, he can kill me in one shot. Well, in 2/3 of one shot. So, yeah. You'll go around, again, flanking. The tank is made of flanking. And the Hellcat, it goes from the other side, so again, we are encircling the tank from both sides. There is a spot which I want to talk about as well. As we go up this dune, we got hit from behind. Most people will react by stopping. That's like the worst thing to do. Or turning the gun around. The best thing to do is to shoot at the K1S, which is almost dead and in front of you, and move forward. Don't stop. Move. Move. You can see we are still getting shot from behind, but as we go around this dune, I hoped, and it ended up happening. I got out of his arc of engagement, and he can't shoot anymore at me. Luckily, the Hellcat didn't have the top gun, so he has basically the same gun as we. Maybe a slightly better. I think it shoots a little bit faster. I've been talking about the crappy upgrade in the Hellcat review, but he doesn't have the one that does like 250 damage, because that would kill us in those 2 shots. And there goes our own Hellcat, which kills him. He wasn't really in any real danger, as our gun can't kill him if he is at 176 health. And now as the T49 dies, we are 2-on-2, and that's really not a favorable thing right now because I'm almost dead. The Hellcat is almost dead. I hit these rocks. I was cursing the game so much for putting these rocks down there. And we are up against 2 heavy tanks that are trying to cap, as you can see, and they are doing a good job. So we can't camp, and we shouldn't be in T49 anyway. I'm again, like the K1S, I'm trying to go from the opposite side, so they will focus on one of us and the other can kill them. First target is the K1, which is in full health, but the Hellcat did great job. He's still totally oblivious about us and the Hellcat kills him, so that was a great teamwork. And now for the K1S up on the ridge. He was trying to cover his friend in the city, but he didn't have the shot at us, and that's how we won. 5 kills, of course. I can't get Top Gun. No, there is like no way I can get Top Gun, but 5 kills, that's every other game. So yeah, that was the game on Sand River. I think it was real fun. Both of the games have really shown the strength of this tank. It is the speed and the flanking. You have to do these things to do well in this tank. You can't play it like a Su-85. Just go up the hill and camp in the bush. Well, sometimes you can if you are fighting for the cap spot, for example. If the enemy was advancing and going around was an option, I would try and camp in the bush, but from the front the enemy tanks can bounce a lot of your shots. Your weapon is not as powerful and you don't have all that much ammunition, even though you can shoot so this fast. It's like 18 shots a minute or something like that. You will run out of ammunition in 2-3 minutes if you are shooting constantly, so you can't really waste your ammunition bouncing. The Hellcat is even worse. I haven't talked about it, but he has only 30 pieces of ammunition. That's really low. I'm not really sure why, but that's also one of the slight weaknesses of this tank, apart from its non-existent armor. But that was T49. I hope you liked the review. I hope you liked the battles, and if you liked them, please like the video, please leave a comment if I got something wrong, anything wrong. It's possible. I am not a great tanker. By the, well, one of the stat sides, I'm above average, like good at least, but I'm not great like Jingles and others. So I might have got something wrong, leave it in the comment. If you like more reviews, just subscribe so you don't miss them, and until next time, bye bye.